Hey, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning into the live. This is 20 Questions with Jay, and I am here with Rooted in Essential Oils. Hey, love. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Jay?
I'm doing amazing. I'm so excited. I've been waiting for this interview for a little bit now, and I'm so
Yes,
geeked
yes,
that we
yes.
finally to it, honey. So I do have to ask you a question, Rooted.
Okay.
Are you ready for these 20 questions?
I'm ready.
Let's
Let's
get into it.
go.
Let's go. Yes. So, my first question to you here is what made you want to start YouTube?
I really started off of Facebook, and I was doing my whole oil business, and I was getting a lot of like weirdos, people trying to hit on me and stuff like that. I was like, this ain't it. So a friend of my husband's was saying you should start a YouTube channel, and I was like, I don't know, I don't want to do that. I get a lot of weirdos off of Facebook, so I'm not really into it, and I only use YouTube just for research purposes. And then once I'd say a year of hearing you should do YouTube, you should do YouTube, I was like, okay, let me try it. So I created my channel. I didn't do YouTube at all until like I'd say a month after I created the channel. And then
Mm.
that's when I put up my first video, and yeah, it's just history from there. And I've been on here for 3 years now, so
I noticed. I was
yeah,
like, dang, you actually been on here for like quite some time. And I wouldn't
yeah.
have even known that you had been on here for so long. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited that you was able to like take the advice and start YouTube and whatnot. So just to break all of that down,
Mhm.
when you say that you was on Facebook and you was being hit on, was that more so of you trying to sell your product and people were just inboxing you and just like being like widows, like how you were saying?
Yep. And you know how Facebook, you can actually message people back and forth. On YouTube you can't. So
Right,
they had access to message me, and I
right,
was like, this ain't it. I don't like this.
right. Child, that's one thing I honestly really do love about YouTube. The fact that you can't be like DMing people and stuff. I
Yeah.
literally love that. That means that you fully have to engage with their
Hmm.
content if you're trying to reach out to them or talk to them or whatever. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Unless, like, in your description of your channel, you have like your IG or something like that. But I don't even have my IG up there, but I tell people my IG or whatever. But still, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yep.
So I think it was definitely good. I think that YouTube is really good for business for that reason. But I
Yes.
also think that it makes sense. I feel like it's good as far as like promotion wise, you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? But I think it is good to be able to have something outside of that so that people can reach out to you. But it
Right.
also makes sense for them to, it doesn't, I feel like it doesn't you don't necessarily need to talk to anybody when you're doing business outside of like anything that can be public. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
if you're going to order the product and you know you're going to order the product, you can literally just go and order
In
the
order,
product. You ain't got to talk to the
exactly.
person. You know what I'm saying? Like you can literally engage in the comments with everyone that's in the comments or whatnot, and they're going to tell you how they feel about it, all type of different stuff. Some people may even buy the product and then talk about it in the comments or something like that, or even
Hmm.
do like a review and whatnot. But yeah, I definitely feel you on that. I'm happy you was able to switch over though, because I completely
Yes.
understand how it is when it comes to like being hit on when you're trying to do business. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So um let me see. My next question for you here is what made you want to start working? So, your first video that you have on your channel pretty much is you breaking down like why you started your channel and everything like that. And at the time, you ended up speaking on how you was working at a facility with people for eating disorders.
Yes.
So, what made you want to go that route?
Um, I went to culinary school, and one of my like classmates, she was working at that spa. And it's a hospital for people with eating disorders. And I've never heard of that, never knew anything about it. And she was like, you should come to the job and work here. And I did. And I applied. At that time when I applied, they were hiring for 11.15 an hour, and um, I stayed there for 10 years and made my way up to management. So um, I loved what I was doing there. I was helping people stay alive with eating and like healthy foods. It wasn't like
Mhm.
fried foods and things like that. They all had like dietary plans and stuff like that. So I was helping people stay alive, and some of them were children. Um, the hospital goes from the ages 8 to like the oldest I've seen there was like 65. So I was helping a lot of different people, and we had different facilities. So there was 8 buildings here in Colorado, and yeah, I loved what I was doing. Unfortunately, they let me go because of the whole like COVID thing, but
Mm.
yeah.
Dang, that's so crazy because I remember the whole COVID thing. I was actually working at the airport here in Atlanta at the time, and I
Okay.
was laid off along with hundreds and hundreds of people that was working at the airport. So, dang, that's so crazy. So, you never was able to like go back, or did you just like not care to go back?
I would go back if they offered a position in like management. I wouldn't be like a cook or anything, but since then they haven't offered. So I'm content with what I'm doing. God opened some other opportunities for me, so I'm moving along. I'm trucking along, and I'm definitely having my business here. So I'm still helping people, just not in that aspect.
Right. And I definitely feel you on that. Okay, that's amazing. I love that so much. Yes. Thank you guys so much for being here in the live. This is 20 Questions with Jay, and I am here with Rooted in Essential Oils. Please make
Hello.
sure to go over to his channel, subscribe, and check out his content, okay? So make sure you guys are hitting and double tapping the screen as well. Okay. Thank you very much. So my next question for you here is on your first video, you also spoke on how you became like a brand or like a brand partner with a group that was called Young Woman. You never actually was thinking about doing it until you ended up meeting another young lady that gave you some products and you ended up trying it on your son, and that's when you realized that you actually like the products for real, and it kind of turned you into the journey of doing like essential oils and cleaning products and stuff like that. If you would
Mhm.
have never met her and you never received those products, do you think you would be going down the route that you are now with essential oils and things like that?
Probably not, because N I wouldn't say I didn't have an interest in it, but it just wasn't brought to my attention, so I would have never, like, ventured into essential oils or anything like that. Um, she introduced me, as you said, and, once she did that and I actually used the product, I was like, "Okay, it worked. What else can I do? This is
Right.
amazing." And it's natural, I'm not using a bunch of harmful things or things that have side effects. And when I did that, I was like, okay, my son's only, I think he was less than 2 years old. So, uh,
I'm so sorry. YouTube just kicked me out. I can't even believe it did that. That's the first time it's ever done that on like a 20 questions with Jay segment. And I hope that YouTube, please get yourself together, honey. Because
get it
okay.
together, you
Hold
two.
on. All right. Sorry that probably got you off track, but do you remember what you were saying as far as you probably never would have done it or whatnot?
Yeah, so my son was probably like 2 years old when I got into it, and it was an oil for teething. And once I put it on his gums, he was able to sleep through the night. He was sleeping in his own room, and I was like, okay, what else can I do? And from there, it's just history. I ordered some products and was like, okay, I'm gonna clean my whole house with these natural plant-based products, and it did a great job. It cleans surfaces, it cleans glass, it cleans whatever surface. It's a multi-surface cleaner, and I'm not using like Fabuloso and bleach to do it because I was that guy.
Honey, I still am that girl. And I'm trying to switch over, but I want to be able to really, I don't know what it is. For me, sometimes I kind of feel like I know that different things can clean really good or whatever, but sometimes for me, I don't know about everyone else, sometimes it has to do with the scent. I feel like if I'm smelling this scent, I know for sure it's going to clean it. Like it has to do with the scent. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? For me, I know that like obviously seeing it, looking at it, knowing that it's clean, it's clean. But sometimes I kind of feel like if I'm not smelling like that scent of that cleaning kind of thing, it's not doing the job. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So when it comes to you using like plant-based like products and stuff like that, what's the difference in it other than the strongness of the scent?
Um, your health. I say it all the time on my channel. So when it comes to cleaning supplies, a lot of people just use whatever, and I definitely was that guy to clean my house with. And you have to remember, if you're not using like gloves, you're absorbing those chemicals into your skin, and
Mhm.
whatever you're touching, you're absorbing. So, um, it didn't really hit me until I started using the plant-based cleaning products, and like my headaches went away. My
Mm.
skin kind of cleared up. There's just different aspects that you'll notice and you'll be like, okay, I don't have a headache from using this chemical anymore. Or my house smells real fresh and natural without using those synthetic chemicals. There's a lot of different aspects, like especially with laundry. But that's a whole nother topic.
Yeah. Dang, it's so crazy to really think on how, like, when you're touching certain things, especially chemicals and stuff, how that can really absorb into your skin. It's really
Mhm.
wild to think about. You know what I'm saying? Because I know there was a trick that I seen, like, I believe it was probably on like a YouTube short. If not, it was probably on Instagram of how, like, when you put like an onion under your foot, it
Yep.
absorbs all these like toxins
Yep.
that come out and stuff like that. So just to think on how people clean, you know,
Mhm.
on a daily, like, how just certain things can get into your pores and just all type of stuff. Like it's just so like wild to really think about. So if you wasn't able to use your plant-based products and whatnot, and you had to only use one like chemical for sure, which one would you use out of like all of the cleaning supplies? Which one would be like your go-to cleaning supply?
Mm. And it has to be a chemical.
Mhm.
um, I'm gonna probably have to go with bleach.
I had a feeling
Um,
you was gonna say that. I feel like everyone would pick bleach too. But why?
Probably because it kills most germs. And I would definitely dilute it. That way it's not gonna be absorbed into my skin as much. But yeah, probably because of those reasons.
Yeah. So
It's
when
the
you're
cleaning
like
agent.
diluting it, you're just like putting water into it to like
Yeah.
lessen the strength of it and whatnot, right? Okay.
Yes.
That's interesting because I do the same thing when I use dang, what's it called? I forgot the name of the thing, but I use it for my hair. I don't remember the name, child. I wish I probably didn't. I have it right over there, but I'm not about to go get it, child. I ain't about to do all of that. It's the one. Thank you so much, Catherine. You're so amazing. Nice to meet you, Jay. Nice to meet you as well, love. I hope to see you again. Thank you so much for coming by. But dang, it's the one that has it has like the mother in it. What's that called again?
Um,
Anybody in the chat know it has a thing it's called the mother in it as well.
and it's a
Um
hair product.
No, it's not a hair product. You can use it. Oh, it's what is it called? It's yeah, the vinegar, but it's like it's a what's it called? It's like a the vinegar, but I think it's called like something in vinegar or vinegar something or something like that. I can't remember. And it has the mother in it. The mother are like the little like thick parts of it that you can kind of see inside it. And it comes in like a glass bottle.
Okay.
And Shoot, I can't remember it. I feel like somebody in the chat probably knows. Maybe apple cider. Yes, apple cider vinegar. That's literally what Melinda was saying. But it was the apple cider part that I really like made me click in my head. So the
Okay.
apple cider. So I use that for my hair, and I
Okay.
dilute it with water because I ended up seeing something on Instagram that said it like cleans your scalp really, really well. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? So I tried it, and it worked so good. Like
Okay.
if you're someone that needs something to really clean your scalp and you're not the type of person that likes to scratch your hair, especially if you're someone that does like Polly, I don't, I'm not even gonna get into hair stuff too much because I am not someone to go to for hair, honey. I do not do no hair content on my channel, none of that. But I'm just saying for me, you feel me? Like I like being able to use the apple cider vinegar on my hair and I dilute it
Hmm.
with water. I pour it in there and I use that as like a shampoo. So
Okay.
after I do that, then I put in like my conditioner and stuff like that. But I literally use that as like my shampoo. And it
Okay.
works so good. Like that's the best way to clean my scalp, and then I use the conditioner to like really just clean my hair and stuff like that. But honey, yes, when I tell you that is a go-to, that is a go-to, honey. Yes.
Yes. I also use apple cider vinegar. I have hair too. And
You
yeah, it's
have a lot of
only
hair. You have a lot of hair. I love when you wear your hair down. So like when did you decided that you wanted to like lock your hair?
It took me some time. You know how people are. They're like, "Ah, I don't know if I want to lock my hair or not." I started off with like just free flowing hair. And I had that for like a good 10 years, but I was also processing my hair, hot combing and uh-oh.
I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on with YouTube right now. It's
We still
please
here though.
YouTube do not do this right now, okay? All right. So what were you saying? It started off how?
So I had free flowing hair, getting braids and stuff like that. But I also processed my hair, so putting perms in it, and hot combs, things like that. A lot of heat, a lot of chemicals, and then I was like, I'm done with this. This ain't. I'm tired of it. So in 2013 is when I locked my hair,
Mm.
and it's been over 10 years of my hair. I've cut it twice now, and
You cut
um,
it like you cut your hair while it was in dreads or before?
in the locks. So I cut it
Wow.
while it was locked up, and it was recently too. So I did it once last year and once this year, and it was like down to my butt.
I
And
believe it because your hair is really long. So I'm like, dang, you cut your hair?
yeah, I had to cut it, and I before had color in my hair, so it was honey blonde, but
Mm.
we cut all that
Really?
out. All of it. So we
Wow.
all natural over here now.
Okay, okay. And I love honey blonde. Like that's one of like my favorite like colors when it comes to hair.
Mhm.
Other than your natural color, I
Right.
love like honey blonde. Honey. Okay. Yeah. Let's get into it for real.
Yeah.
Thank y'all so much for being here. I really do appreciate y'all. This is 20 Questions with Jay, and I am here with Rooted in Essential Oils. Please make sure that you go over to his channel, subscribe, and check out his content, okay? So, my next question for you here is when was the moment you realized that veganism was more than just food for you and it was actually a lifestyle?
So I'm not a vegan.
So, you
I'll
eat meat and stuff?
yes.
It
I,
surprises me because I kind of thought that you were, especially since you deal with more plant-based stuff. So you're the type of person that deals with plant-based on the outside, but on the inside, you just tear it up.
yeah, tear it up.
Dang,
I
that's different for me. That's different for me to hear. I kind of thought that you were a vegan, especially since you cook and stuff like that.
most
And
people
just the
do.
fact of you being into plant-based like so heavily, it kind of made sense for me to think that you were more so of a vegan. I really didn't dig that deep into it to find out. It just kind of went hand in hand to me.
Right.
Like you're serious about what you do on the outside of your body, it makes sense for me to think that you keep the inside of you clean as well. So why don't you have that to like an equal thing? Why do you have it different?
So I love my protein from meat products. And I have tried vegan, being a vegan. And usually throughout the year, I will do a cleanse and I go vegan for 5 days. But for like complete lifestyle, I do consume meat. And I do pork, I do beef, I do chicken, fish, the seafood. I love seafood. But when it comes to my products, yes, I am a vegan in that aspect, because all the products I do use are plant based and they're just better for your health and environment. But when it comes to food, I will tear some food up.
No, I don't even blame you. I'm actually working really hard on becoming plant-based. I'll say that. I cook more
Okay.
plant-based because yeah, my husband, he's vegan completely. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Heavy on it too. Like seriously, he do not play at all. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So he works on wanting to be able to get things that's like anything plant-based, like when it comes to cleaning products or anything like that. So that's why I kind of thought that. So it just surprised me seriously to hear that, like, when it comes to like the way that you eat and stuff, it's just like the complete opposite. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Especially for like someone that's heavily in it. But I definitely understand. I most definitely do. Tiff, right? The steak sounds so good. Sassy, you are so funny, girl. I see Tiff over here talking about you can't replace a steak and all of that. I see Trisha over here talking about I miss me a good T-bone steak. Child, they ain't playing over here. I am a real pimp. I want to holler at you, boo. Oh, child. I don't know about that, especially if you're talking about you a pimp, honey. Keep that over there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that really shocked me. I ain't even gonna hold you. I definitely thought it was more so that, even though I didn't dig into it. So when it comes to like you cooking, what would be like your go-to dish?
um, that's a good question. So I don't really have a go-to because I can cook and bake anything. So like when it comes to in the kitchen, I'm in the kitchen. I can do it all. But what I love to cook is anything seafood. So recently, for Thanksgiving, we had gumbo, and I like to add a bunch of
Mm.
seafood to it. So crab legs, shrimp, chicken. Sometimes I'll add like some clams or mussels to it, but yeah, love me some seafood.
You know what's crazy? I've never actually had gumbo before. And I've always wanted to
What?
go. Yeah, I've always wanted to go somewhere where I can actually get some authentic, real good gumbo. Not someone just
Mhm.
telling me, oh, I can make it so good, or go to a restaurant up the street. I want to really go to like the place where I know for sure, like this gumbo is going to be hitting. But
Right.
I don't even know like what to expect when I think of gumbo, because when I hear it, it kind of sounds almost like a stew, like a soupy stew in a way, like it has a thickness to it and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then all this different stuff that's up in there, it kind of reminds me of how African food is. But I know when it comes to like stuff kind of like that, it's like gumbo, is that more so of like a Louisiana kind of thing? Or is
Yeah.
that like it's like a Louisiana kind of thing?
Yep.
Yeah,
It comes
so
from Louisiana, and my grandma is from Louisiana, so she
yeah.
taught me well. And it's the business. If you need to try it, but you got to get
I need
somebody
to.
authentic to cook it.
Yeah, like get someone that really know how to put it down and do
Yeah.
all of the things. Like, yeah,
Put they
that's the
foot,
person
they
that I want to
elbow,
make it
they
for me.
knee into that gumbo.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, for real, for real. Okay. So my next question for you here is, how did your journey into essential oils collaborate with like your living style? Like as far as your earnings and stuff like that. Like so with your, because you sell like essential oils and stuff like that, right?
Yes.
So
Yep.
how did you, because I know in the beginning that's how you was talking about how the girl introduced you to it, so you
Mhm.
pretty much picked it up and like started basically using it. When was it that you felt like you wanted to be able to turn it into something where you can offer to others?
Probably. So I was a customer first, and I was a customer. I want to say for like 3 or 4 months before I was like, well, I can make money off of this, so why not? And I want to say it was like 4 months into it that I was like, okay, well, let me just become a brand partner with the company and sell the products and make a commission off of it. And that's what I did. So then I switched over to Facebook and started like social selling there. But I also talked to people like passing by, they'll be like, what are you wearing? What is that scent?" And I'll tell them, and I tell them I sell essential oils. So if you're ever interested, and I do get a few people like that, but mostly off of social media. And yeah, it's just nonstop for me. I keep going, and I'm always trying to get that bag.
I know, right? Oh, I love that so much. And I do wish you like a successful business when it comes to that because, honey, business owners, especially in like this day and age, sometimes it could be really difficult and sometimes it could be fairly easy. So I hope that your like road down that journey is smooth and sailing, okay? Because,
Thank you, thank
sweetheart,
you.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay. So my next question for you here is when did you realize that you kind of felt like you wanted to switch over? Like, because you have a husband, right?
Uh-huh. Yep.
So when did you realize that you wanted to be able to like have a husband? Like, when did that whole thing happen?
So husband came way before the oil thing,
The oils and
and we
stuff.
can,
Because I
yeah.
remember in your thing, you said you was already married for like 7 years. That's
Yeah.
freaking incredible.
It's
I
actually
ain't even
about
been
to
married for
be
7 years. I've been married for going on 3 years. So
okay.
fairly new, fairly new.
Newlyweds over there.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
We're about to hit 9 years next month. So um we didn't start off with the oil thing. There was nothing. It all started with my son, and I was like,
Oh my
once he
gosh.
he was teething, my friend hit me up and was like, "Okay, well, he's not sleeping. You should probably use this oil. We should meet, and I'll talk to you more about it." So we did, and she was telling me all the benefits and things like that, and um, she gave me the oil. She gave me some cleaning supplies, and I took it home and didn't even use it for like a few months, and
Yeah.
then it sat there, and then something just clicked and was like, use the oil on your son so he can go to sleep. And I took it, rubbed it on his gums, and he slept. And I was like, okay, well, let me take him to his room and let him sleep. And because he was sleeping with me and my husband, I'm like, I'm sick of this. Like, we
You
need
are
our bed
so
back.
funny.
We need
And
our bed back.
that's literally how it be too. Cause I
Yes.
know how it is. I don't have any kids of my own yet. And I pray to God that eventually I will. But when it comes to like kids teething, I've had so many like cousins and nieces and nephews that I dealt with that I've seen them go through all type of situations like that. And what we used to do, because you know we African, we would put honey on your tooth or on your gums, and that would
Okay.
kind of help you. But then I realized recently, over the past few months, that my husband had kind of researched. He loves to research, child, and he
Hmm.
found out that honey actually wasn't even good to digest. Honey isn't even digestible or anything like that. So I was like really fond to find that out because I thought that honey was like a natural ingredient since it comes from bees. You know what I'm saying? And it's
Right.
like a natural thing, but it's actually not something that you're supposed to digest in your body and whatnot. So it's so crazy to me to just like, so before you use that product, what other products were you using?
We had the little teething toys, and
Like
like,
the gummy thing.
yeah, and, like, that's plastic, you're putting it in your mouth, like, it's germs, like, I was like, I'm not with that." So, when she told me about that oil, I was like, "Okay, I can get rid of that and just use this oil," and when I tell you it worked, I was like, "Okay, now what else can we do?" So, that's how it started with my son, um, and he was not even 2 yet, he was, like, less than 2 years old, and now he's almost 8. So we've been on this journey for that long.
That's amazing. Dang, that's so crazy. That's incredible. I ain't even gonna hold you like for real, because sweetheart, so much stuff goes on. Like, do you ever plan on, because it's so crazy. So before I started my YouTube journey, I used to
Mhm.
watch this one couple, I don't remember their name. It was like BJ and something or something like that. And
Okay,
basically they did like pranks and stuff like that. That's
okay.
basically, and they still do that like till this day. That's like their channel and all of that. Do you ever plan on doing like, have you ever thought or plan on doing like a couples channel, like separate from the channel you have now?
So my husband has his own channel, but
He has a
he
YouTube channel?
yeah, but he
What?
doesn't he doesn't put anything up anymore.
Oh,
He
okay.
he said it just wasn't for him, but it's still up. And he did like interviews, kind of like this,
Okay.
but it wasn't like 21 questions. It was just interaction. I don't know how to explain it, but I'll share his channel in my community post, and y'all can check it out. You'll see me and him. You'll see him and his older son, and his godson, and his best friend. And then he stopped, and I was like, "Oh man, you should keep going." But he was like, "Nah, this ain't for me."
Oh, I thought that would. I feel like that would be so dope. For some reason, I don't know what it is, but like couple channels on YouTube seem to take off really easy. I don't know if it's because of just the different personalities that's on the show,
Mhm.
like on the channel, you know what I'm saying? You're not just dealing with just one sole person. You have like
Right,
two clashing things. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is, but I just kind of feel like couple channels is just like what I don't know. It just works. You know
right.
what I'm saying? I don't know what it is about it, but I think that would be so freaking fly. But even if you don't, like, I think like what you're doing on your channel, I think is absolutely amazing and phenomenal.
Thank you,
So
thank you, thank
I
you.
love that. I love that so much for you. Yes. Thank y'all so much for being here in the live. This is 20 Questions with Jay, and I am here with Rooted in Essential Oils. Please make sure to go over to his channel, subscribe, and check out his content, okay? So my next question for you here is would you rather would you rather save a stranger that was next to you that was falling off of a mountain knowing that they were a single parent with 5 kids, or would you rather lose your only son
Oh
and win
no.
the lottery but lose your spouse?
Wait, 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 wait. Say the question one more time.
Yes. So, would you rather have to save a stranger that's falling off a mountain that has 5 kids and is a single parent? Or would you rather pretty much win the lottery but have to lose your spouse and your son?
No, I'm gonna have to save the stranger because I can't lose my husband or my son. I can't. So that stranger's gonna have to get saved.
I feel you. Because some people, when it comes to money, honey, they
Yeah,
act funny, honey. You know what I'm saying? You know
forget the
what I'm
money.
saying? But I don't know, because I honestly do believe you. I honestly do believe that you would rather have your spouse and your son for real, for real. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? But I honestly do believe that if the money was really sitting in front of certain people, they will kind of go with the money. I ain't even gonna
Yeah.
hold you, because they'll feel like love is something that you can always receive from somebody or something like that, or you will always be able to reproduce or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Some people really do rock that kind of way. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But I honestly do believe you when you say that.
Yeah, I'm attached to
Anthony
my
said
family.
Jay in these questions. Yeah, I believe it. I'm attached to my family too. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm very family oriented. A lot of y'all out there know that. But yes, child. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. So my next question for you here is what's the hardest part about YouTube to you and why?
Um, the hardest part about YouTube would probably be I'm not gonna say consistency because I'm very consistent with what I do over here. It's probably being entertaining on my channel because I'm not like an entertaining channel. I'm more on the educational side, and people gravitate to like unhealthy things. If you've been watching my lives lately, they gravitated to one specific live that I did, and it was the fried Oreos. And I got almost 2,000 views on that one live. But when I go live and talk about oils, I'll get like 50 to 100 views.
It be
And
like that too.
I'm like, this is tough. So now it's making me think like I need to revamp on how I'm putting out the oil information, but also keeping it entertaining because I'm very entertaining in the kitchen and it's fun and interacting. But when it comes to the oils and stuff, I want to give you the information and you hold on to that information. So I need to figure out that part. So I think that's the hardest part for me.
I feel it. I feel it. So when you're like making or baking anything like that, hmm. You know what? I think it'll be really good for you to be able to like use your live as an opportunity to speak to your community to help you come up with ideas. I tell a
Mhm.
lot of people that, and a lot of people tend to think that when you get on live that you should just like entertain, but you talking to the people that you're creating content for is a great like way to get their opinion on different
Mhm.
things, and who knows, because they can probably bring up some really good points or even bring up like new ideas that can work for you where you're
Right.
like doing what they like but also what you like at the same time. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Like even if you was like, because people love being able to like watch you do things, especially when it comes to like frying Oreos and stuff. We want to be able to see you make it. We want to see you open it up and
Right.
see it all looking all crispy and all of that. Like,
Mhm.
so when you're doing that, are you actually like talking about the oils, or are you just doing it and it's just like pretty much silent kind of?
I'll give demonstrations, but like I feel like people are not really interested in the health and wellness to that aspect. So they're like, he's just talking about oils. So I'm gonna just let it play and I'm not gonna really listen to what he's actually saying. And maybe some people are listening because I do get some like engagement, but a lot of the times it's like I don't know, it's just not a lot of views when it comes to that. So I keep repeating it so people understand, like, this is what I like to do. This is what I'm here for. And I want you to understand that this is a great aspect for yourself and me and so many it can help. So as I
Yeah.
mentioned before, I like to help people. I love to help people. All right,
Yeah.
Tiff.
I know. Tiff over there going crazy. Thank you so much, girlie. I really appreciate you. You know what? I think it'll be, I see a lot of videos where they're like doing something, like something completely different, and then they're talking about something that don't have nothing to do with the
Mhm.
video. Oh, that is so fly. That's my first time seeing that. That is so cool. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. So whoever sent that, who was that? Tiff. Oh, thank you, boo. That was so cute. I like that a lot. I was like, huh? What was that? And thank you so much for clearing this. That was so dope of you, girl. I appreciate you. So, what I was gonna say is, I see a lot of videos where they're like doing different things. Like, for example, if you was doing like the Oreo thing, or like how you like to bake and stuff like that. I feel like it would be so dope of you to like, even if it was shorts or even if it was, I feel like more so shorts, you know what I'm saying? Like if you were doing shorts and you was like baking and stuff like that,
Mhm.
literally showing how to like, do it like how the short form is, but while that's happening, you're talking about what it is you want to talk about. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Like, I think that would be cool. And it would literally be like killing two birds with one stone
Yes, yes, yes. And I
in a
like that
way.
idea.
Yeah, I think that would be a great idea because that will pull in a lot of people just to be able to view it. And while they're looking at this thing, some people like to watch things in loops. They'll literally be listening to what
Right.
it is you're saying, and eventually they'll hear it. You know what I'm saying? It'll
Mhm.
bypass their eyes a little bit, but eventually they'll hear it. And I think that would be a really great idea for you to do, especially for your shorts. Even if it was for your even if it was for your long form videos, if you was actually, that would be more so for like you actually like, I don't know. I feel like that would be more so for you actually. I don't know. I think the idea that I'm talking about, I feel like it'll work best with shorts. You feel me?
Yes.
I think it'll work best with shorts. You'll have
Yeah.
to figure something out when it comes to your long form videos, child. But for the shorts, for sure, yes, definitely.
Mhm.
Hmm. Yeah, man. Thank you
Thank you,
guys so
Jay.
much for being here. You're welcome, love. Thank y'all so much for being here in the live. This is 20 Questions with Jay, and I am here with Rooted in Essential Oils. Please make sure to go over to his channel, subscribe, and check out his content, okay? So, my next question for you here is, what part of yourself are you still working on healing?
Ooh. I'm gonna have to go with like being more patient.
Really? That's crazy because literally, Sassy literally had left a comment not too long ago. Let me see if I can find it. She was literally just talking about like your patience and stuff like that. She had said, I don't even. Oh, Voodoo's patience is phenomenal. That's crazy that you said working on your patience because you seem like you have really good patience. Hold on, I meant to, okay. Are you an Aries?
Yes.
Okay. I was literally just talking to Tiff earlier, and I was like, I believe that Buddha is an Aries, but it's crazy because you don't give Aries. You know, Aries are fire signs, and
Yep.
they're bulls and stuff like that. Like, honey. So, what about your patience makes it something that you have to work on?
With my son.
Mm.
My son will test my patience every single time, and I'm really working on it. And I've noticed it the other day. I forget what he was doing, but I kept asking him, like, "Sir, I need you to go." I think it was like blow your nose, and he's like, "No, I don't want to." And I'm like, "Sir, go
Okay.
blow your nose." And he's like, "No, I don't want to." And then now I have to stand up, use stern voice, take his tablet, and then he's mad now, and he'll go blow his nose. But I want to like snatch him up because that's how I grew up. So I got to
Mm.
learn how to not do what my parents
Yeah.
did to me and just talk to him. And that's where that patience part comes in. And I'm just talking to him calmly, and then on that third one, now it's not going to be so calm, but you're going to understand that I'm serious and I need you to go do what I'm saying. And
Yeah.
yeah, that patience is, ooh, it's with my son. So I'm like, boy,
Dang. So someone asked, how old is he?
he is 7 right now, but he'll be
Okay.
8 in February.
Okay. Oh my God, he's an Aquarius. And I think I remember you saying that in your video
Nope,
too. Yeah, you did say that in your
he's
video.
he's not
Dang.
an Aquarius. He is a
A
Pisces.
Pisces? Oh
Yeah.
gosh, I was hoping for an Aquarius. Oh
But
gosh.
my husband is Aquarius.
Wow, that is crazy. Oh my gosh, child. Y'all have a lot. So y'all
Yeah.
have water signs. Is Pisces
Air.
air?
No, the Aquarius isn't. Aren't you guys air?
Are we air? No, I think we are air.
And then
I be
Pisces
so
is
confused
water.
sometimes. I'm not like I'm still trying to learn my way into all of it because when I look at the Aquarius sign, they're the water bearer or whatever, but then it's like the air sign. So I'm like, so you're holding water, but you're an air sign. Okay, that makes it so obvious. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm just like I'm still trying to figure it out. I ain't deep in it, but I'm trying to figure it out. You feel me? Yeah. Dang. That you know what? When you told me that you had to work on the patience with your son, I was thinking you was gonna be telling me one of these things I've been seeing online a lot, where they be like, "If Tommy had 7 apples and he took away 2 apples, how many apples does Tommy have?" And then they be like, "They have one," and you be like, just going
Yeah,
crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the type of videos I've been seeing a lot recently. That just been like patience has been tested, honey.
yeah.
Patience has been tested. You feel me?
And
So
I'm not
I
gonna
thought you
lie.
was gonna say something like that.
When it comes to like schoolwork, my son, he doesn't like to write. So he will try to rush through things, and then that's where my patient comes in, and I'm like, "Sir, you know that's not right. Let's re-erase it and try again." And he'll start scribbling, and I'm like, "Sir, man, let's take a break. We're gonna take a break and come back to this in like 5 minutes."
I
But yeah,
know.
he
So
definitely
you
tests
can
me.
recuperate because, honey, yeah, I definitely get it. Okay. So my next question to you here is, what fear do you have that can stop you from reaching your next goal?
Mm, I'm gonna say confidence. Lately, I've felt like I don't have the confidence like I want it, where I want it to be. So lately, I've just been doing things that are outside of my box to build that confidence. So
Mm.
talking to random people,
Mm.
um, and it could be about anything, but I normally don't like, I'm more of an introvert, so I don't go up to people and just start having conversations. I like to stay at home and things like that, but I'm trying to get out of my box so I can grow my business, grow me, so my son can see like, okay, his dad is the business.
I feel that. I most definitely do. Yeah, that's I can see why it's I kind of already figured that you was an introvert because you kind of give that you're extremely like subtle and stuff
Mhm.
like that. That's why I was so like shocked when you told me you had to work on your patience because you seem like the type of person that has more patient than a feather waiting to hit the floor. You know what I'm saying? Like you seem like you have so much patience. I ain't even gonna hold you. So that really did shock me. So it's just like, dang. And then it's so funny to me because so do you know what your rising and your moon sign is?
I do not. No,
Okay.
I don't.
Because I feel like that would have probably like made a whole bunch of sense for real as far as
Okay.
getting. So I'm not deep into the zodiac signs or anything. I am, but not crazy. Like I can't tell you about yourself all extra crazy or whatever. But to the gifs, I kind of read a whole bunch. So just to clear it up, so for the people that don't know, when it comes to your sun sign is your zodiac sign that everybody usually would know. You know what I'm saying? Your rising is when you meet someone for the first time, what you act like. So for me, I would say like I feel like your rising is probably like a Cancer because you come off so subtle and you seem like you can be really emotional as far as caring for people a whole lot and stuff like that. That'll be your rising, like what
Okay.
you expect someone to be based off the personality that you're getting to know off of the first instinct. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? When I'm first meeting you for the very first time, that's your rising. Your moon is when I finally get to know you for real, and what you act like after I finally get to know you, that's your moon sign. That's like you within. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? So that's the difference between the rising and the moon sign. You feel me?
Okay.
So I like to be able to like know things like that when I'm asking people like about them, because it kind of just like, I'm not gonna say that it like just is a tell all, because obviously everyone has like their different points in their charts and they go through different situations and they're in different parts of their lives and stuff like that. Some people
Okay.
have to go through certain situations to really get to who they are going to be at the end or whatever.
Mhm.
But that kind of helps to narrow things down. I feel like the older I got, the less patience I have with people, and that kind of helped me to be like, okay, let me figure this out, and then I can figure out if I want to deal with you or not. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, yeah, because honey, yeah. Okay. So my next question to you here is, would you rather not be able to hear your own thoughts, or would you rather not be able to use time as like an object, or as more so as like a measuring tool?
Mm, I'm gonna go with the time because I want to hear my own thoughts. I like to think to myself before I react and make a decision. So hearing my thoughts and like I literally sometimes talk to myself inside myself. And yeah, that time, man, time is something else.
I find it so crazy because honestly, I really do feel like there's a lot of people in this world that need time as a measuring. You feel me? Because some people get so stuck in their ways and so stuck in certain things that if they don't have time, like for example, people use like their age as a way
Mhm.
to measure where they're supposed to be in life. Some
Right,
people feel like if they don't have that time, they're going to be stuck doing things as a 15-year-old when they're 40 and not even know
right.
it. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't have
Mhm.
the time and they don't have like anything to measure their life with. You know what I'm saying? Which is it's like you can use it or you can't, but it also kind of helps with procrastination and stuff like
Right.
that. You know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
honey, when I tell you I need to hear my own thoughts,
Right.
I can't. I just cannot deal with not being able to hear my own thoughts. Just imagine if you couldn't hear your own thoughts and you just had to speak everything out loud. Like
Right. Like,
me and my
geez.
husband kind of, we didn't necessarily get into it, but almost. He was like, I wanted to say something, but I ain't gonna say it, and I got pissed, like because it kind of came off kind of rude. Like you got something you want to say to me. If you got something you want to say to me, you
Say
better
it.
go ahead and say it. Because now I'm kind of mad that you're not saying what you gotta say, and now it kind of seems like you're trying to be an enemy. Are you an enemy? Like what's going on
Speak
right
your
now? You know
piece.
what I'm saying? Like
Speak your
yeah,
piece.
that is so crazy, but I definitely feel you on that. Okay. Thank you guys so much for being here in the live. This is 20 Questions with Jay, and I am here with Rooted in Essential Oils. Please make sure to go over to his channel, subscribe, and check out his content, okay? Yeah, go on over there, honey. Go on over there. You feel me? Hey, what's going on, Taisha? Thank you so much for coming through, boo. What's up, Les? What's
Hello,
up, Sassy? What's
hello.
up, everybody? I really appreciate y'all. I see Danielle. I saw Fee came up in here me 2 times. BD. What's up, Anthony? What's up, everybody? I really appreciate y'all. Slim, I see you. Tip baby, feel me. Kaylin, thank y'all so much. Precious, thank y'all so much, everyone, for being up in here. I really do appreciate y'all for coming through for Rooted. Make sure you guys go over and check out his content. Make sure y'all just stay tuned to what turn on your post notifications from my guy. You feel
Yes.
me? And make sure y'all just tune in. So my next question for you here is what part of yourself are you actually insecure about the most but never admitted?
I will admit to my insecurities, but I mainly tell my husband. So, one of them is my voice. I do not like my voice. Some
I would
people
have
say you
never
have,
I would have never thought that.
yeah, some people are like, oh, you have a nice voice. And I'm like, nah, I don't like this. I wish I
So what do
could.
you want your voice to sound like?
I want it to be deeper and I guess faster. I don't know. Deeper and faster, but and no pause. Um but
Oh, you're funny. I wasn't even thinking that. That is so funny. Yeah.
um yeah, I just I don't like my voice, but people love it. And I'm like, I don't hear what you hear, but hey, it's one of my insecurities. So I deal with it.
I feel that, and I love that you was honest about that because I never would have even thought that. Like, I definitely like your voice. I like that your voice kind of just matches your personality in a way. Like, you're just so calm and just like you kind of give like you're just unbothered. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just kind of gives that in a way. But I love that. I love that so much for you. But I definitely understand. I feel like that's the thing just with guys in general. Like most guys, when I hear them, it has to do something with their height or something with their voice or just something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I feel like some guys probably talk about they want their body to be more bulky or stuff like that. But I don't
Mhm.
really feel like that's neither here or there. I feel like for the most part, what I hear from a guy is they want to be taller or they want their voice to be deeper. So if you had to pick one, you would rather pick for your voice to be deeper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm feeling
How
my
deep do
height.
you want your voice to be?
Uh, I don't know. Just if I could, I don't know. If they had like a voice surgery, I would probably get it.
Really? Oh
Yeah.
my god, I don't even know if they have something like that.
I
I don't think they have something to like just make your voice like automatically deeper and just to stay that way. I don't
right.
think they have anything like that, which is actually extremely interesting. You know what I'm saying? I think that's really
Mhm.
interesting, but I feel like that will mess a lot of people up because what if like I don't know, like what if you were able to get surgery on your voice to give you the ability to sing? Wouldn't that be so insane?
Oh yeah, and then I'll be the new artist.
Child. If you was to become a singer, like what kind of music do you think you will make?
Definitely R&B.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you give R&B.
Yeah.
You do. You give R&B.
I'm
Dang,
all
that's
about
so
the
crazy.
R&B.
You're gonna be walking around here like Usher, like smooth walking and stuff like that. Child, I can kind of see that. Dang, that is so funny to me. Okay. So my next question for you here is what's something you thought you have by now, but you don't?
Mm. I got a husband, I got a son, I got a house, I got a
Period.
car. Um, dang, I really feel blessed. So I have love, I have God. There's nothing really, and I'm trying to think outside of material things. Hmm. Dang, you got me stumped on that one. Um, mm, I'm gonna go with something materialistic. So another house, a vacation house.
Oh, vacation house would be amazing. So
Yeah,
would you ever do like an Airbnb business?
I would. I wanna one day. the plan is to buy land and do like an Airbnb of tiny homes, and then people
Oh,
can
who
like,
was just talking about that? Me Two Times was literally just talking about that too.
yeah. But
Mm-hmm.
I want it to be where you have a nice view of like
Like the
whatever.
ocean or something.
Yeah, and then you can be in that tiny home for however long and just enjoy
Oh, so
it.
it would be like they would be renting it, not
Yeah,
like an
yeah, yeah.
Airbnb necessarily.
It could be either or, Airbnb
Okay.
or like rental property.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I think that would be really, really dope. I think that would be
Hmm.
really fly actually, because that's a great like housing and stuff is really
Right,
good, like a really good way to get into business and whatnot. I
right.
just think it gets so crazy having to deal with certain things when some people can just be so messy. I literally just seen a video today of this guy on Christmas having to clean up a house. He wasn't even cleaning it up. He was just walking around with his camera showing us that the people that was just up in his Airbnb like completely destroyed it.
Oh
Like it
no.
was like I don't know what happened. It was like they threw food everywhere. They broke everything. Like the whole house was just turned upside down. I couldn't understand like why that would even happen. Like it
Right,
kind of gave like he was talking to the people and there probably was like an altercation and because of that they like just took it out on his house. Like that's the type of energy looking at that house. They didn't say anything like that. He was just showing the house, you know what I'm saying?
right,
But the way that the house was looking, it kind of looked like they had a problem with him. You know what
right,
I'm saying? Like, I was like, dang, that's crazy. I don't know. I don't know what the heck happened, but I feel like for me, that would be the scariest part about dealing with Airbnbs, having to actually deal with people that want to be able to just mess up because that's a lot of freaking money having to
right,
like put in to like the aesthetics of your Airbnb. And to be honest, a lot of people aren't even supposed to be doing Airbnbs for their apartments that they're in. It's supposed to just be an apartment. You know what I'm
right,
saying? But they turn it into an Airbnb and you don't go through the people, you just deal with them through like the online thing or whatever. You go
right.
hide your key wherever or whatever. But child, it gets so crazy. So yeah, I feel like that would be dope. Do you think you will ever want to do like Turo, like with cars, like put cars on Turo or something like that?
Um, nah, nah. I wouldn't want to get into that type of business.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. No, not for me.
Yeah, you don't really care for cars like that. Are you good at like working on cars? Do you feel like you can like what's the most you can do on a car?
I can change a tire, but that's about it.
Honey,
Like,
that's about it for me too. And to be honest, I can't really even do it all that much on my own because it's gonna take me about 30 minutes just to get one butt off, and then I'm gonna be exhausted because honey, they been using the machines to put that thing up on there. I can't go against no machine strength, honey. I'm gonna be sitting there like, hello, I need some help. Like, yeah, I know I can direct you on what to do, but I don't think I can use my strength to do it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. What's up, Terry? Thank you so much for being here. What's up, Grayson? Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate y'all. Yeah, man. That's like, yeah, I feel you. I feel you on that. I feel like I know how to change a car oil, but I've never done it.
yeah, I've
But
never.
I can again, I can tell you what to do, but you're gonna have to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I could direct you. You feel me? But that's just about it. That's just about it. Yeah. Okay. So, my next question for you here is what do you avoid facing because it requires change?
Hmm. Um, you and these
Anthony is
questions
so funny.
today. What am I avoiding? I really don't avoid anything because I do like change, because I know it's gonna better myself. So I really don't try to avoid anything. And one of my things this year was if I say I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. So no procrastination, just do what you say you're gonna do. But I really don't avoid anything. Um, and I'm trying to think. And this year I've been really good. And even in the past, like, hmm. Yeah, I can't think of nothing. These questions are stumping me.
And that's actually so crazy, but I believe it from you because you do seem like you're really open. But I honestly do kind of feel like the reason why that question kind of stumps you is because you come off as like you stay in a lane that works. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Like you
for
come
sure.
off as you are consistent in routines. You know what I'm saying? You don't come off as like you're sporadic or you try anything that's just too different unless it was something adventurous like a trip or something like that. But you don't
Mhm.
come off as like you come off as like when you come home, you put your keys in the same place, you put your shoes in the same place. You know what I'm saying? Hey cutie, look at his
Look,
hair. Hi. How
he's
are
so cute.
you? Good. Aw. He's so cute.
Thank you,
His
thank
hair
you.
gonna be long like yours, child. And he
Yeah,
only 7. Oh my gosh.
he wants to cut it off though, and I'm like, no,
Really? Oh my gosh. I wonder
no.
why. Maybe it gets in the way sometimes.
Yeah, he's tender
That'll be the
headed.
only thing. I feel it. Oh, he's tender headed. Oh,
Yeah,
so he don't like getting his hair twisted.
nope.
Maybe you just need to switch the person that do his hair. Does the same
Yeah,
person
that's
that does
what.
his hair do your hair?
No, the
Okay, I
one
feel like
that
that
does
would
my
probably be
hair.
all it is if he's tender headed.
Yeah, the one that does my hair. She doesn't do children. She's like,
I feel
But
it because yeah,
yeah, he be moving and
yeah,
slouching and doing all that. Like she don't have time for that, and she's an Aries.
yeah. So I feel that for sure. I feel like if anything, you just need to find like someone that's more patient with kids to do their
Hmm.
hair because it would kind of suck to have to like cut his hair if he doesn't necessarily want his hair cut for real. It's just the fact of the tenderness. I feel like that can easily be solved with him still being able to keep his hair that he likes. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Because yeah, child, I would hate that. Yeah. Okay. Thank y'all so much for being here in the live. This is 20 Questions with Jay, and I am here with Rooted in Essential Oils. Please make sure to go over to his channel, subscribe, and check out his content, okay? So, my next question for you here is what truth would hurt your image if people knew?
Um, I mean, I'm really an open book, so I don't really hide anything. Like when I first came on YouTube, I told everyone I was a part of the LGBTQ plus community. I have a husband. Yeah, I don't hide. I don't hide who I am. So
And I love that so much because there's so many people that's not able to be completely open. You know what I'm
right,
saying? And it really allows you to be able to feel free. You know what
right,
I'm saying? Like, and that's why I feel like some of these questions is just like, I don't even know. Like, it's just like you really do be giving what there's people up in this chat right now. You know what I'm saying? That
living
wish
your
they can
truth.
be open like that. They wish they can be open like
You
with
living your
themselves. They
truth.
feel because some people literally trap and avoid certain things, and those things that they could say could be a blessing to them in a way. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? Like it really, really can. And sometimes them talk like there's some things that some people don't want to talk about that can literally be turned into a video that would they be wishing for a viral moment, be putting out all these different videos if they were to actually talk about something that can literally touch millions and probably affect a million people's lives because they're probably dealing with the same thing. They just don't have anyone to talk about it with. You know what I'm saying? They would
Right.
see that type of success. So I love that you're just so completely open and calm with yourself. But I also feel like the fact that you're just like so like there's nothing hidden. I feel like that also just makes it feel like if there's nothing hitting, what is there for me to talk about in a way? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, yeah. So it's just like, I don't even know how to even like explain it. It's just so crazy. But yeah.
I have no mask on over here. I live in my truth
Yeah.
every single day,
Every
and
single day.
that's what
And
you
I
got to
love
do.
that so much. I love that so much about you. And I feel like because of that, I feel like that alone right there will make and want people to like draw closer to you because you're so open and you're
Hmm.
so real with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody can say anything that will get you down or make you feel some type of way because you'll be like, well, duh, are you slow? I already told you that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? They will just end up looking slow and they'll look stupid for even trying to tell you something that you already said. Like, hello?
Right.
So I love that so much for real. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. So, this is actually going to be my last question for you. So, I really appreciate you making it this far into the live. Thank y'all so much for being here on 20 Questions with Jay. I am here with Rooted in Essential Oils. Please make sure to go over to his channel, subscribe, and check out his content, okay? So, my last question to you here is, what do you wish you did differently on your channel? And what do you feel like you can do to help your channel progress?
Um, hmm. So I wish I would have been more on the watch hours because watch hours are so important. If you're a content creator, you know what I'm talking about. Them watch hours is everything. So I wish I would have went with that route first instead of trying to get 1,000 subscribers because your subscribers are gonna come no matter what. They will come. So don't worry about your subscribers. But I wish I would have went with the watch hours first and then the subscribers because my channel would be a lot further than what it is right now. But what was the second part of the question?
What would you want your channel to pretty much like be moving forward? Like what would you want to do moving forward?
So I still want to stay on the health and wellness, but I want to change it up, and you'll see it in 2026, where I'm still talking about health and wellness, but I'm not going to give you the same thing that I've been giving in the past. I want to change it up, and I don't want to give too much, but make it a little more entertaining. That way, people are gravitating to it, but also still being me in the process. Um, and yeah, I want to help people with what I have, and I know it can help so many. I just gotta figure out the right way to talk to my people. So we're gonna revamp for 2026. You'll see.
And it's crazy because I feel like so many people right now are like either revamping or like reconstructing. Because me myself, I'm literally kind of going through that right now. Like I'm
Mhm.
like not necessarily. I'm like I'm trying to figure things out with my channel, child. I really, really am. I'm trying to figure things out with my channel. And that's why I told people that I'm kind of reconstructing my page. Like for
Mhm.
some people, y'all may have noticed that I changed my profile picture. I have the same profile picture since I started YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And I'm really not the type of person to change a lot of things up like my profile picture. I kind
Mhm.
of thought that I was going to keep my profile picture up until whenever. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm
Mhm.
really one of those people that are like just really precise about certain things staying the same. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But I kind of like changing my profile picture to me kind of felt like cutting my hair in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like it really kind of like I really am about to do a whole not 360, but I'm about to find a way to find what works for me. And I'm about to start
Mhm.
putting out some videos that kind of speak on that more in depth and stuff like that.
Okay.
But yeah, man, for real, for real. So, what can we like expect from you like coming up soon here in the future?
So you will see some new segments on the channel. If you're not familiar with my channel, I'm all about health and wellness. So you'll see the plant-based products that I will educate about. You will see healthy eating, and you will also see working out. And I know I haven't done too much of my working out lately, but you'll see more of that in 2026. So get ready, get in tune with Rooted in Essential Oils because we all about the health and wellness. And as I always like to say, pay for your health now or pay for your sickness later. So,
You do always say that. You know, all of this stuff that you're saying literally is the reason why it blew my mind to hear that you wasn't vegan. You know what I'm saying? Like you clean with plant based, you do all these other things. Like you just kind of look like you be living in like the Holy Land. You know what I'm saying? So when you told me that you eat yourself a fine steak and all of that, I was like, what? Is this the same man that says that the chemicals can go through your skin and pores and stuff like that? This is like it confused me. I was like, hold on, wait, what? But I was like, dang, okay. honey, I get it because I'm still struggling myself for real, and I'm trying
Mhm.
my best to be plant based, and I'm doing much better at it than I was in the beginning. I'll tell you that much. I definitely have came a long way, but still some critiques and all of that. So, do
Yeah.
you think that you will ever become like a plant based eater, or do you think like the way you're eating, you're fine, you're not changing nothing like that?
So with my eating habits, I do like if I do eat meat, which is almost every day, I will add at least 2 to 3 vegetables with it. So I'm not just eating meat. And that's why I say eating healthy habits, because you can still eat healthy with the protein from meat, but I try to add more vegetables to my diet, if that makes sense. So,
Yeah, I
yeah,
feel that. So basically, you saying you ain't giving up meat. You add to it, but not take away.
yeah.
I feel you though. I'm glad that you being honest and you being real with yourself, child. For real. Because, honey, yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm so excited you was able to make it through this interview. I'm so
Yes,
excited
yes,
because now
yes.
you're gonna be in the re up, and I'm so geeked
Okay.
about that. Cause, honey, when I tell you I'm gonna put together your thing, honey, I'm gonna do that. Trust
I
and
can't
believe. You
wait.
feel me? Yes. What's up, Coach? What's up, Fantastic? Thank y'all so much for being here. I really appreciate y'all. Yes, shout out to Rudy for sure. I'm so excited, y'all. So make sure that y'all tune into my guy. Go over to his channel, subscribe, and check out his content, okay? Because he has a whole lot to offer. And he's really amazing. You see how sudden he can probably even teach you with your patience, honey. I know he got to work on his, but I'm pretty sure he can teach you some of y'all's for real.
I've come
You
a
know what I'm
long
saying?
way.
I believe it. You're an Aries, so I believe that. I believe that for real, for real.
We
Yes,
hot
man.
heads. We are definitely hot heads.
Trust me. I like when it comes to the zodiac sign, like Aries is the one that like is my least favorite, and only because of a particular person, not because of just the sign in general, but
Yeah.
because of that particular person, it became the sign in general. Like anyone tell me they're Aries, I just look at them like, oh,
Like red flag.
yeah, it's a red flag to me, child. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. It's a red flag to me. I'm like instantly looking. I'm just like all the regrets, and I'm just looking at you like, what are you gonna do to me? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, for real. But dang. So, do you have anything you'd like to say before we go?
I just want to say thank you, Jay, for this. I enjoyed it, all 20 questions, and you stumped me on a couple of them, but thank you for it. You'll see me do some new things on the channel coming 2026. And yeah, if you're not subscribed to the channel, come and subscribe. Join the family. I like to call my subscribers family, so come join the family over there. But thank you for having me, and I appreciate each and every one of you. So thank you. Love.
Are you monetized? Are you partially monetized or anything yet?
So I'm partially monetized, but
Okay.
been working on those 4,000 watch hours. So we need those 4,000 to become fully
Yeah. So
monetized.
y'all make sure y'all go over there when y'all playing people's playlists. Y'all make sure y'all add in Rooted to help him out to be able to get him
Please.
to full monetization. You feel me? Make sure y'all help my guy out because yes, he's almost there. Yeah, man. But I really appreciate y'all being here. I see you, Stash. Thank you so much for coming in. Casey,
Dash.
I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here in the live. This is 20 Questions with Jay, and I am here with Rooted in Essential Oils. Please make sure y'all go over to his channel, subscribe, and check out his content. And we are going to catch y'all next time. Bye.
Bye.